I will show you how the typing app works. As you can see, the app's name is Typing App. The users can use this typing app to improve their typing speed. As we can see that there is a word, ABCD, displayed on the screen, and there is a text input in which we can type the word ABCD to improve our typing. The app also has the option to click on the next button to change the word ABCD displayed on the screen to a jumbled word so that you can practice typing for different types of jumbled words. Before we start coding, let's walk through all the elements on the screen and get an idea of the IDs of each one of them. Elements present on the screen. First is, label IDs on the app screen are, label 1, which is the ID for the typing app. Text label N is used to display the app name. Second, is totype, which is the ID for the label that displays the word the user needs to type. Third, there's only one button ID on the app screen, which is the next button. Its ID is next. There's only one text input on the app screen, in which the user will do the typing practice. Its ID is type here. The type here in the text input is the placeholder. Now let's learn how to extract a substring from the string each time on the click of the next button. For that, you first need a string from which a substring can be extracted. So, declare a variable with the name alphabets, which stores a string of lowercase alphabets in a sequential order. Let's declare a variable with the name alphabets and initializing it to the lowercase alphabets in a sequential order. Type A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z in lowercase alphabets in a sequential order. Now we need to extract a substring from the string on the click of the next button. Add a click event to the next button. Add the following actions on the click of the next button. Declare a variable with the name LTR1, in which we will store the extracted substring. From the variables section, drag the str substring code block and place it in the right section of the var LTR1 equals code block. Click on str and type alphabets in place of str. This is because we want to extract a substring from the string stored in alphabets. The str substring code block will extract a substring whose starting index is entered in the start section and ending index is entered in the end section from a given string and also returns the same. We will also use the console display. We use the console.log code block to display a variable or a string in the console display. We will learn to extract a random substring from the string each time on the click of the next button. Let's see how this is done. Extract a substring from the string randomly each time on the click of the next button. The lowest index of a substring in the ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ string is 0, which is substring A. The highest index of a substring in the ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ string is 25, which substring is Z. So we will generate a random number from 0 to 25 each time on the click of the next button. We will store the random number that gets generated in a variable and use it accordingly. Now let's declare a variable with the name I and initialize the I to a random number from 0 to 25. The random number code block generates a random number from A to B and returns the same. Type 0 in the min section and 25 in the max section of the random number code block. This is because we want to generate a random number from 0 to 25. The random number code block will generate a random number which will be stored in the I variable. Use I to set the start and end value in the str substring code block. As a random number generated will be stored in I, we'll set the start value in the alphabets.substring block to I. Since we need to extract a single substring, we'll set the end value in the alphabets.substring code block to I plus 1. So it will extract a random substring from the ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ string. Type I in place of 3 in the var LTR1 equals alphabets.substring code block. Type I plus 1 in place of 4 in the var LTR1 equals alphabets.substring code block. This will extract a random substring from the string each time on the click of the next button. We will be extracting 4 random substrings and storing them separately each time on the click of the next button. We have already extracted a random substring and stored it in LTR1. Similarly, declare 3 variables as j, k, l, and initialize them to a random number from 0 to 25. Declare 3 variables as LTR2, LTR3, LTR4, and initialize them to a random substring in the alphabet string using j, k, l. In our activity, we will store the string formed after concatenating or adding the 4 random extracted substrings in a new variable and then display it as the jumbled word on the click of the next button. Declare a variable with the name word. The name of the 4 variables in which we stored the 4 random extracted substrings are LTR1, LTR2, LTR3, and LTR4. Concatenate the 4 random extracted substrings. Type LTR1 plus LTR2 plus LTR3 plus LTR4 on the right section of the var word equals code block. Display the word variable in the console display. The output could be the same or different in your case as we are concatenating 4 randomly extracted substrings. Each time we run the code, the output in the console.log will change. Now we will display the string stored in the word as the jumbled word on the click of the next button, as we saw in the app demo. To be specific, we will display the string stored in the word on the label whose ID is totype. For that, we need to set the text of the label whose ID is totype to the string stored in the word. Set the text of the label whose ID is totype to word. Each time we click on the next button, a new string will be displayed on the screen. Set the text in the text input to no text, on the click of the next button.